Well, what is up, my dudes? What is happening? I am Jake Macabre, and today, well, tonight really, I'm filming this video. It's kind of late, mostly because I am in a weird state of mind where I'm too tired to go to sleep, but I'm too awake to be tired, and I'm too tired to be awake. So I'm kind of just in this weird limbo state, and to be perfectly honest, what better time to film a video than when I'm feeling like that? Also, I think I might be getting a migraine because I think every now and again I see the little sparky bits that kind of go. You can just hope that I don't, crash in the middle of this video. But tonight, you might be able to hear rain. I don't know. Listen, can you hear it? Maybe not. But I thought it would be appropriate, since that it's raining, that I would give a particular subreddit a browse. Now, this is in no way meant to make you think that any of this content on here that I'm looking at is my own and is from me. It is all entirely from Reddit and Reddit's users. But I thought that tonight, since it is raining and since I am bored and I cannot whatsoever figure out what to do with my life at this point in the day, I'm gonna browse this subreddit. And so join me as we discuss the things that you might think of whilst showering. I also have heartburn, so I'm drinking milk out of a poop cup. All right, let's get this thing started with the top one, at least the top one that's here right now. Time doesn't heal everything, but it sure does kill everything. Two things. One, that is a monumentally depressing way to start this video. And second, I just got a text message. Anyway, time doesn't heal everything, but it sure does kill everything. Well, I guess that's true. I've actually always kind of not been the biggest fan of the whole time heals all wounds thing, because sometimes wounds actually get worse as time goes on. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that because that's really depressing. Next, once fully autonomous vehicles become standard, we will actually have to leave on time because they probably won't speed for us. That is a great thing. I feel like that's a great thing. I also feel like I probably speed a little bit more than I should. I don't speed bad. I do remember one time though that we were driving kids to camp and our bus broke down, and I was sent ahead with some of the kids to camp to make sure that everything was ready and prepared and that rescue was coming. And I did get us there quickly. I was very safe, but I did get us there quickly. We think high school seniors and college freshmen look really young because we're used to watching 26-year-old actors portray them in movies and TV shows. That's very true. That is very true. I don't think I have seen a TV show or a movie yet where the actors were the exact age that they were supposed to be, that they were supposed to be portraying. And I think that's a really good thing, actually. And that has to do with the whole child labor laws and things like that you can't have child actors on set for too long. That even applies to movies, and they can't be working for too long, and they can't do this and they can't do that. And so it's perfectly legal to hire a 26-year-old to play a 12-year-old, not a 12-year-old, 18-year-old, and it works. I remember in the show Glee, I used to watch Glee. You can judge me in the comments if you want, but I remember looking up some of the actors, and some of them were 31 playing 17-year-olds, and they didn't look old. That's another depressing one. Oh, here's one. If shape-shifting was real, it would probably be very good for your skin, as the dead skin cells would not shape-shift with you and instead fall off. That's disgusting. That's one of the more disgusting things that I've ever read. I realize that you are attempting to be nice, say that it would be a good thing and it would be exfoliating or whatever, but I also feel like if you shape-shifted and just this dust just kind of went off of you while you were shape-shifting, I feel like that's really, really gross. And I don't think anyone would want to see that. So if we were gonna do that, we'd have to have designated dust areas, skin dust areas to go to, so that everyone would know, hey, walk into this room. It's like a bathroom stall. We could have stalls in the bathrooms to walk in and shapeshift, and all your skin dust, all your nasty skin dust would fall off, and then automatic vacuums would just take it all the way. I feel like that would be the best way to go about that. Otherwise, I personally would be disgusted. It's weird to think how many strangers' photos we are in the background of. There's probably someone out there who has a photo with you in the background set as their phone lock screen or desktop background and stares at the back of your head every day. Everybody pull out your phones. Everybody pull out your laptops. Everybody pull out your your family photo albums and scroll through and just look at all of the backs of the heads of the people and comment below if you have me in there. That one's slightly inappropriate, but it's really funny and also very true. Okay. Models having plastic surgery is the same as athletes taking steroids. Now, okay, let me say this in a very specific way. I understand why people get plastic surgery. I am mentally capable of grasping the logic behind it. Do I like it? No. Do I think it looks good? Most of the time, no. But I understand that people are unsatisfied with the way that they look. And I also think that that's tragic. I think that that sucks. And I'm happy that our culture today actually is moving away from... Our culture is moving away from that kind of solution to things, and we're getting more into body positivity and not shaming people and trying our best to make people feel good about themselves and their bodies and the way that they look and stuff like that. Because let's face it, guys, none of us need surgery to be beautiful. We just don't. So there's that. Take that for a shower thought. Becoming a parent shows you just how stupid your lies sounded to your parents. That's absolutely true. I am not a parent, but Dana's nephew is the baby that I am around the most. And the other day, there has never been a time in my life where I felt like a father, but when I told him to do something and he didn't do it and he just stared at me, in that moment, I was like, oh, that's what that feels like. That is what being a father feels like in that moment. Yep. Singing is yelling in cursive. I love that one. I absolutely love that one. I think that one is 100% entirely true. I love to sing. I sing at least once a week. Actually, for my job, I sing in church at least every Sunday. I will say, though, that I suck. I absolutely suck at writing in cursive. The only cursive that I remember, if I thought about it, I'd probably remember more, but it just off the top of my head, if I took a pen to paper and I wrote something in cursive, it would probably just be the letter J, because my signature over the years morphed from a very concise cursive signature to just a cursive J with a bunch of crap after it. And that changes every single time I do it. There's not a whole lot going for me in that department. I hope I yell in cursive a lot better than I write in cursive. The greatest irony in today's world is that computers are asking humans to prove that they aren't robots. I mean, I guess I'm glad that websites, when we sign in, are asking us to prove that we're not robots, but at the same time, it's kind of infuriating, because then you get those little pop-up pictures that have like check the box that has check the pictures that have a street sign in them, and sometimes the street sign's in the background and very blurry, so it doesn't actually count it as a street sign, but I found the street sign, but I got it wrong, so now it's going to change all the pictures and tell me to find something else in these pictures, and what if I get that wrong? And so, to be perfectly honest, the whole I'm not a robot thing, I don't fully understand the way that it works. I just know that sometimes it bamboozles me. Maybe I am a robot. Your birthday is your special day, although you share it roughly... Wow. Your birthday is your special day, although you share it roughly... Oh my gosh. Your birthday is your special day, although you share it with roughly 17.7 million other people. That's an incredible number. I've never actually seen the math for how many people share my birthday. My birthday is June 27th, and I learned that I share a birthday with J.J. Abrams. And I also think I share a birthday with a Kardashian. I don't remember which one, though. Some stars are so faint that we only see them when they go supernova and explode. Their death is proof that they lived. That's oddly sweet and oddly terrifying, but mainly oddly sweet. It's odd to think that teenagers existed in the Middle Ages too. Yeah, well, I mean, they definitely existed. I wouldn't have called them teenagers, I would have called them middle-aged people. One of the most unrealistic things in movies and TV is how no one ever has a case on their phone. Is that true? Come to think of it, I've never once paid that close attention to find out if there was a case on the person's phone. Also, something else that never happens in movies, at least, okay, it happens in some movies, but okay, just go with me on this, okay? I remember watching Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, and I'm watching these movies, and you have all this stuff, and never once in any of those sagas, at least I don't think, do they show a bathroom in any one of them. And I remember growing up wondering why the people in how the Jedis would go into a bathroom and derobe enough to actually use the facilities. So that's always confused. It hasn't always confused me because I'm not like sitting over here trying to figure it out. But I just every now and again when I watch a movie like that, I'm like, I wonder how they got out of those costumes to do that. And of course, I'm taking it far too far. Dippin' Dots has not turned out to be the ice cream of the future that we were promised. Well, stick it. I like Dippin' Dots. A warm toilet seat is both wonderful and horrible at the same time. Yeah, if I sit on a warm toilet seat, generally speaking, my brain is not gonna go, oh, how nice. It's gonna go, wow, the appropriate amount of time between uses has not been reached. I mean, and I guess in the wintertime, if it's my own bathroom, okay, if it's a bathroom in my own house, I know that the last person who used it was Kendra. And if it is still warm from her using the toilet, first off, I know that because she was just in there and I live with her, and so I know who it is, and so it's not the worst thing in the world. But if it's like in public, no, I'm not about it, dude. If it's a warm toilet seat, I'm gonna be sitting there going the entire time. Countless chefs have probably been executed for poisoning kings because they served a dish the kings hadn't had before but just happened to be allergic to. That sucks. Wow, that's the first one that actually made me go, what on earth? That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, like, what if I was a king and I thought my chef was poisoning me because they served me a banana split? And, I mean, I'm not that allergic to bananas, but still. That sucks. Everything in the universe is one of two things, a duck or not a duck. I love this one particularly because a sentence very similar to that happened in the wild to Dana and I a few years back. We were listening to the radio and a song came on, and we were trying to figure out if it was this particular band that we like, one of the bands from Hillsong Church. I don't remember who said it. I cannot remember if Dana was the one who said it or if I was the one who said it, but I just remember that at one point I said, whoever it was, said, this is either Hillsong or somebody else. And we had to stop and just lose it and laugh because we realized that never before has a truer statement been spoken. Every piece of music that you listen to is either Hillsong or somebody else. And so that's how this makes me feel. Everything in the universe is one of two things, a duck or not a duck. You never appreciate good health more than when you're in bed with one nostril plugged up. Ain't that the daggum truth? I, particularly today, this nostril, this one right here, has just been giving me problems all day long, and it's a problem. If we die out and another civilization will wow, this one's worded kind of crazy. I don't think English is their first language, and that's okay. That's actually really cool. If we die out and another civilization finds our videos, films, and pictures without knowing about CGI, they're gonna think our time was crazy as hell. So you know, whenever we sent like the probe out into space and we sent the thing out into space, we did all this kind of stuff and we sent signals out and it's like the Beatles and things like that. What if we sent like Avengers Endgame and someone off in the universe thought that that was what happened here on Earth? Well, guys, I think we're going to wind the video down here for the night. I am tired and I'm gonna try to get some sleep, but I leave you with this. The human body has two hands, so it can pet two dogs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed it and would like to see more. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already, and ring that bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. And let me know in the comments down below if you liked this style of video and if you'd like to see me do more of these kinds of things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.